My name's Dwayne Taylor. I'm a beatboxer, master of ceremonies, public speaker, and student at the University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Also, I'm an angler agribusiness entrepreneur.
Welcome, ladies.
The UNL Angler Program allows me to take my passion for public speaking and performing and turn it into a business. It's not so different from what's going on in small towns across this country. Energy is building. Rural Americans are rolling up their sleeves and getting to work. Innovation, entrepreneurship, and a creative spirit drives their success. And hope inspires the vision. Nobody knows the value of hope better than Caleb Lindhorst. 2 years ago, he was critically injured in a car accident. The hospital waiting room filled with visitors from his small town of Lindsay, Nebraska.
When they came to the hospital to see me, there was so many that they moved them down to a big room.
Caleb spent 39 days in a coma and was told he would never be able to return to UNL, where he studied engineering.
I said, bull crap, I'm going back to the university to finish my degree.
Caleb proved the naysayers wrong and earned a 3.8 grade point average in his first semester back.
Hope is what's the power behind my determination to get better.
Hope is at work in rural America. It's the beacon that draws young families to small towns and encourages former residents to rediscover the magic of rural communities.
We have to offer hope. We have to show people who don't live here why they should want to live here, and that we are a hopeful people and we believe in our communities and in our farms and the way we live our life out here.
Former Nebraska State Senator Annette Dubas has a strong connection to rural America.
My husband and I live west of Fullerton on a farm. Our grandson, who just lives down the road, he's 2.5, he's the 6th generation to live in this area, live and farm in this area.
Annette works from home as the director of a statewide behavioral health association. She feels the force of change in rural America.
What's exciting is when you see all of these young people who have these really creative ideas, and if you just open the door for them a little ways, they're ready to take off.
People like Ben Blakey. He started Hero in Benkelman, Nebraska, a company that builds custom leg braces for dogs with injuries.
I've fit dogs in the UK, Australia, all over the world, and because they're accessing us from the internet.
Ben, who lost part of his own leg to bone cancer when he was in college, went on to a career in prosthetics and a home in Denver. Today, he builds a life in the town where he grew up.
Now I have children, and I have an entrepreneurial spirit, and I want my children to live a good life that I had.
That spirit is alive in Atwood, Kansas, home of Matt and Donnell Walters. Donnell is a freelance curriculum writer. Matt and his partner started an agriculture equipment company that sells products nationwide.
You can literally have a business anywhere and serve a world marketplace. That, to me, creates a tremendous amount of hope in the fact that a major limitation has been removed, and rural America is just ripe with opportunities to thrive.
People are seeing that opportunity, and not only seeing it, but taking advantage of it.
Tyler Leitner took advantage of the chance to work for Matt Walter. After living in Kansas City, Tyler enjoys activities in his hometown, like the community barbecue and the Rod Run, a car show and drag race that attracts hundreds of spectators.
Seems like when we want to get something done and we set a goal and everybody comes together and gets it done. This is a town that pulls together.
A booming town spirit is alive in Sidney, Nebraska, headquarters for the outdoor outfitter giant, Cabela's. Amanda Glenn is a design manager for Cabela's retail stores.
We have a town that is literally booming with newcomers, new activities, new business.
As Sidney grows, it becomes more diverse.
We're able to attract so many different walks of life, ethnicities, backgrounds, education levels. Because of that, I think that it makes everyone super hopeful for what we have here and just bringing in the talent.
Recruiting new residents broadens potential for leadership and involvement in the community.
Hi, how are you? Good, how are you?
Megan McCown served with the Sidney Chamber of Commerce in the city's Economic and Development Office. She says effective leaders help propel a community forward.
You need positive and forward-thinking leaders. You need the right leadership, the right people leading the community so that you can continue to progress forward and grow.
Community involvement is important to Katie Dean, an attorney who commutes to Sidney for work.
I live in Lisco, Nebraska with my husband Scott, and we live on a pig farm and we have about 50 sows, and I will be working for a law firm in Sidney, Nebraska.
Katie and her husband got married last summer at their farm. Although new to the community, they soon got to know their neighbors.
The benefit of living in a small town is if you know one person, they'll introduce you to everybody that they know. Everybody is always willing to lend a helping hand. The way of life and just keeping that alive, I think, makes me really hopeful.
Those rural roots are what really built our nation.
We have the pioneer spirit. It's in us.
My experience being in the Nebraska legislature showed me that. I got to get into my communities all across my district and across the state and seeing what people are making happen in their communities.
When that hope exists, positive things start to happen.
Hope will transcend through everything, business and organizations, community events, the school, and can really propel a community and a town into the future.